Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. I know this is a little later than I normally do my What's Up videos, but thank you so much for being here and supporting my What's Up Wednesdays videos. I just had dinner and it was delicious. I'm gonna start off with that first because we have a couple of minutes. But I had hot dogs for dinner and we did some baked fries because gotta feed the body well. But it went really well, actually. Like, we did it with some sausage. I love sausage. Anyway, so it was super delicious. And yeah, that was my dinner for today. It was super simple. That was really nice. Those are our dogs barking outside. Anyways, but I have this pizza story that I want to tell you guys. In case you haven't seen my Instagram or Facebook stories, I had shared this thing where I was at the office today and we were having a meeting. We were going over a bunch of things. And it was really funny because I got out of the bathroom and then like this dude walked by and he was a pizza dude, right? And I was just like, oh, cool. And I was like, oh, that's my kind of guy, because he delivers food. And I was like, yes, I love food. And the thing is that, when people pass by with food, you can smell the food. And I was just like, hey, come here. That's my dog. So then I could smell the food. So then I was like, supreme, like it's a supreme pizza. Well, lo and behold, when I got into the conference room where we were at, they were like, oh look, you left them pizzas now here. And I was like, what? I just saw the pizza guy. And I was like, and I told them, and I did a little sniff, and I'm pretty sure that it's supreme. And guess what? I'm right. I can't believe it. It was actually really amazing that I was able to recognize that. So I was actually really happy about that. I was like, oh my God, check me out. I'm like, I must have been a bloodhound in my past life. So that was actually really exciting. I felt like out. That was my puppy, my favorite. When they come back, they're not allowed in certain parts of the house. But anyways, yeah, it was super funny because, yeah, I was just like, man, look at me. Oh yeah, it's it's supreme pizza. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and we still got a couple minutes. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I know the weather's kind of been all over the place. Hey Edgar, what's up? The weather's been all over the place. It's cold in the morning, but then it kind of gets a little hot, but then it gets back to being cool. I kind of don't understand the weather right now. But yeah, I had to change my shoes actually because I was like, nope, I'm not trying to get sick. But yeah, and then there was also a crash today on Mill Avenue if you're going westbound on the 60. And yeah, that kind of was a delay, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so things are going pretty well right now. There's a couple of people that I'm working with in terms of making sure things get appraised, that Benzers are accepted and that kind of wonderful stuff. So it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm super excited. How funny to say it's all good in the neighborhood because it's actually taking on a different meaning now being a realtor. So I'm just checking the time. So yeah. And earlier today I had to take off my contact. That's why I'm wearing my glasses. I made the switch because I was kind of like, oh no. I was rubbing my eye all day and I was like, oh my God. And it's my bad eye. Like I have a good eye and a bad eye. This eye is pretty bad. So yeah, when you see the big letters and you see like the big old E and then all the other letters. With this, my bad eye, I can't see the big E. I've seen it before because I've seen it with this eye. And I can see it with this eye when I have glasses and that kind of cool stuff. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're a minute early, but for y'all that don't know, my name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm a realtor with Mojica and Associates, a local brokerage here in the Arizona Valley. They're an awesome team. I love working with them. And with that being said, one of my biggest goals is making sure that people get to understand the home buying process a little bit more. Now, just because I do focus a lot on the purchasing side doesn't mean that I don't help with the selling. I do, but I feel like a lot more people tend to have more questions about the buyer side. But if you do have a question about selling or just real estate topics in general, please feel free to let me know. And I possibly could cover them for one of the What's Up Wednesdays. That being said, today's topic is appraisals and inspections. So I know when we first started buying our house, Victor and I, in 2016, we were kind of like, okay, tell me everything because I don't know what's going on. I remember distinctly telling my realtor, like, she was explaining something to me and I asked her to explain something like 3 times because I was like, I don't get it. So, I mean, it's super normal to have those moments. And you know what, really, like, that's what we're here for. We're here to give you that information that you want and need, because we want to make sure that you're making an informed purchase, because that's the biggest thing. I don't ever want you to feel like, oh, well, I didn't know. No, I want you to know, okay? Because I want you to know all your options, all your ins and outs, and that kind of stuff, okay? So that's always my goal, and that's kind of what they do with these videos. So when I first heard about inspections and appraisals, I kind of thought like, oh, aren't they like the same thing? Like, why do we call the same thing two different names? And it actually tends to be very different. So in the home buying process, it's kind of split up in that you typically close within a month. If it takes a little longer or something, it's abnormal. Okay, something's up. But that being said, during the first 10 days of the 30 days, that is your inspection period, okay? And that starts the day after your offer has been accepted. So say your offer was accepted today, Wednesday, the 10-day period starts tomorrow, Thursday, okay? So then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay? And that would be the end of your inspection period. And during that time, you're allowed to do your due diligence. Basically, this is your homework time, and this is when you're investing, like, all right, let's get that inspection going. What does that inspection report look like? Do I need to hire other inspectors to evaluate other aspects of the house? Because the first inspector will say, hey, you know what, this is kind of the broad report of the house, but then they can also make recommendations like, you know what, you should probably get your AC checked. You want to check the roof because I saw some hole. I can't really tell you a lot about that, but one for plumbing, one for an electrician. So it just kind of depends. Not that you necessarily have to do that for every single house or every single home. Every transaction is different, but this is really the period for you to be like, all right, if there's going to be anything on this house, like, I need to know, okay? The seller would also be giving you a seller's property disclosure statement, basically telling you everything that they know about the house. Like, yeah, there was this problem with the water heater 2010, but it works fine now, okay? So you kind of have that to guide you. So your inspection is really for you to do your homework and be like, is this where I want to invest my money? And that's really important because you want to make sure that you're buying what you know and that you understand what you're buying, because then you don't want to buy a house and then be like, oh shoot, like the roof fell in. So some people do, hey Danny, some people do forego their inspections, but we always recommend that you go ahead and do that. Not forego them, but that you do go forward with your inspections. That way, again, you understand the condition of the house and how you're buying it, okay? So the appraisal, on the other hand, is something that is ordered by the lender, okay? And this is towards the end of this is after the inspection period. So after those 10 days, you now have this period where you start talking with the seller about any repairs that they're going to make, if any, and that kind of stuff. You start negotiating that part. Hey, Victor, the boo. Anyways, so once you're pretty much almost done with that process, what the lender will go ahead and do is say, hey, you know what, let's go ahead and get this house appraised. So basically what that means is the lender wants to make sure that they're lending you the money on a house that is worth the value you have told them it is. Okay, so if you're like, yeah, I need $160,000 for this house, the bank's like, awesome, we're good so far, let's go ahead and send the appraisal. Oh, thank you. So they send the appraisal. We would want to make sure that it's either at 160 or higher, because if it's higher, we're like, all right, awesome, we know that it's worth at least 160. But if it comes in lower, the bank's like, hold up, I'm not about to give you $160,000 when the property is actually worth $140,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like your mom's not gonna give you $20 when she knows you only need $5, right? They want to be very cautious of the investment that they're doing, because the lenders are essentially investing in you. Okay, so that's basically the difference between the inspection and the appraisal. The inspection, in one word, is basically to tell you, well, that's more than one word, but in summary, the inspection is to give you, the buyer, a report of the condition of the house, where the appraisal is basically to give you a value of that house. Okay, so that's basically the main difference between the two. They also come at different stages of the home buying process, okay? So with that being said, Like, again, these are just little nuggets of information. If you do have any more questions that are very specific to that kind of thing, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. I know some people are kind of like, oh, well, you look so busy, you're doing this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I got you, boo. I want to make sure that you understand and that you're getting all the information that you need, because I understand how important that is, and it's a huge decision that you make. You know what I mean? It was for us, and it is for a lot of people. So I want you to know that I'm here for you. Now, that being said, I do want to let you know that this weekend is Cinco de Mayo. Again, this is not something that is celebrated in Mexico, but it is something that is commonly celebrated here in the States. So I wanted to let y'all know that in Cityscape, there's going to be a Cinco de Mayo block party. It's at 3 p.m. to midnight. It's a free downtown Cityscape event, so it's going to be pretty cool. There's obviously other restaurants around it. You can get drinks, adult beverages, and just have a good time. There's going to be music. Let's see. There's going to be an Instagram star who's going to be doing his signature smoke performances along with DJs. There's going to be live music, dancers, artists, a giant beer pong, hot chili pepper, eating, how fun. And then a special surprise guest appearance. Me. Just kidding, no. But yeah, so it's going to be a really good time. If you're looking for something to do, a free event or something, sometimes you're just like, I just want to walk around and see people and socialize and people watch or whatever. This seems like a really cool event to go to. Yeah, so check that out. And then last but not least, I wanted to say that some people have come up to me already and been like, oh, let's go to the gym. And I'm super excited. We're going to the gym. Now, for those of you that haven't, I'm still doing this thing, hashtag be my guest. Like, let's go to the gym together. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. We're going to come out of it alive. So let me know what your schedule's like, and we can definitely coordinate a time where we can work out together. I can take you with me. And then we can even do like this little couple thing where I take Victor and then you can take your significant other and all four of us work out together. Or we can do some cardio in the theater room. It gets really cool. Last time I was just walking and on my phone while watching Avatar. It was the best. Anyways, but yeah, so there's different kinds of things that we can do. Just let me know. And with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go because I go to sleep pretty early. So I got some stuff to do, documents to send out and get signed. But again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you, boo. And I'm always available and willing to talk to people that you want to refer me to, because that's also a question that's been asked. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you have a lovely evening and get some good rest.